Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 7 of Tales of Zestiria the X. So, one thing I liked about this episode is I like the pacing overall and the kind of message that's being conveyed in the episode, which is very important into showing how Sorey and Mikelo are really close friends. And really, that's what this whole episode's about, really. More than anything else, we're not going to get a whole bunch of action sequences. We get a few here and there, but more so, it's about it's showing that and also showing I think the beginning of understanding what being the shepherd really kind of entails for Sorey and how that's going to change and impact the world around him. So what we have in the beginning is picking off from not last week's episode, but 2 weeks ago. Actually, no, 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry, because the last two episodes were the kind of prequel episodes and Tales of Berseria setup. If you know what I'm talking about there. We have them picking off where the tornado thing is attacking the town of Lady Lake. And what's funny about this tornado is we learn that there's a dragon inside of it. That's actually that it's the one that's causing this giant tornado. It's not the tornado itself, but a dragon in the dead center of it. Now, as quickly as it comes, it disappears. It does some damage to surrounding buildings. It looks like it's gonna cause and wreak havoc, but it just flat out goes away. Now, what's interesting about this scene is it shows though Sorey's power and influence by him being there and everyone seeing that the dragon disappeared. They all think of him now as some higher being, or at least some of their thoughts are, "Oh, what is that? Is that really the shepherd? Oh my God, was that did he really do that? Is he really this thing from the past and all this?" That's very important because that's what Tales of Zestiria, at least the game, was focusing on, is kind of seeing what happens when Sorey's power becomes more common knowledge among the world in general, and how his little actions here and there, what may have been trivial at one point, become something that shape the things around him. Now, perfect example of this comes from him being asked to dine with one of the head chancellors, and when he goes here, you can already see this guy's trying to manipulate him behind the scenes. He's going, "Oh, let's be friends. We should be friends because you and Alicia are friends. I'm friends with Alicia, and maybe you should come and stay here and protect the Lady Lake. We would love to have your cooperation." There's no reason for him to really want the cooperation. He wants more so Sorey to be there as a power figure, and that's what's funny about this. Now, we see Mikelo talking to Lila about, Sorey being the shepherd. And he's really kind of scared because he sees that Sorey's usual nature of kind of running guns blazing forward is not allowing him to think of becoming stronger. And he wonders, is he going to, be a risk? And then Mikelo thinks, I need to be stronger too. I don't want to be weaker. So he ends up actually leaving the group. And, Lila kind of, I want to say, lies for him a little bit. She tells Sorey, "Oh yeah, he's going somewhere. He's going back to town probably. Is probably where he lived." And Sorey, it goes, "Well, you know what? It's okay because he wants to go do his own things. He doesn't want to get Mikelo kind of involved in the mess that he's now involved in." But really, what Lila told Mikelo about was that there was a ruin in a kind of faraway distance where there was a powerful artifact for him to get stronger and to be on par with with Sorey in many ways. So Mikelo goes off on his own adventure to do that. And we have Sorey and Alicia also going off. Sorey plans on going to a mountainside where apparently the dragon's supposed to be residing at. And so since they're going the same direction, they decide to travel together, which is luckily they do that because they are attacked during one of the days by what essentially are these things called Trangalongs, I believe, which are supposed to be peaceful creatures. They don't understand why they're being attacked by them. But Sorey, being the shepherd, can actually see that they are not. They're Hellions, which are, the demons if you forgot what they were. But they are the Hellions attacking the humans of that group. And he's luckily enough able to stop them using his own power and kind of push them away, which just further shows he has the power of the shepherd to a lot of the people there. Now, what's interesting, too, is we see some very interesting moments about Sorey talking about his past. And, I'm not going to spoil it because I already know, again, like the whole past sequence of what essentially made Sorey even able to see the Seraphim and all that. But I'm not going to spoil this for anyone. I'll just say this right now, that just remember this scene right here where it says, "Yeah, when I was a baby, I was saved by a great fire by his grandfather." This is very important because this is a central thing of explaining Sorey's past, and we're going to see over the course of the anime, most likely, them delve into that a little more. Now, I noticed already there's a big shift from the anime to the video game. Like, not everything's going the same way, of course. I am completely okay with that. I think that the way they're adapting this, having them split up and go in different directions and kind of having to get different powers from different places is a better way of doing it than having it like the game where they had to go all together, and constantly keep going from place to place. I think separating them is a good way of kind of spreading out the story and making it a little bit faster, at the same time not really destroying the integrity of the game itself and the story from there. Now, we do have Alicia, Sorey, and Lila parting ways at one point. And what's funny about this is it just shows, hey, they're going in all the different directions. We have Mikelo arriving at his destination, Sorey arriving at his destination. And what's great about this scene is Mikelo goes, "Oh yeah, beat you to it, Sorey," once again. And at the same time, Sorey's going, "Yeah, beat you today, Mikelo." They show right there that even though they're separated by distance, that they're still great friends. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is a couple. They're into each other." No, Mikelo and Sorey, even in the games, were very close. It's almost like a brotherly love for them, and it's not meant to be taken in a kind of context that a lot of people are going, "Oh yeah, they're in a romantic relationship." They're not in a romantic relationship. It hints that they are just really close friends and really, really close in sense of almost being like brothers. And I like that. I think a story that does this is very nice. I mean, even the ending sequence shows that when they were kids together, they were just always together. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, honestly, people just take it in a perverse and kind of a why factor. Like, why do you need to go that direction with this? It's not necessary. But that's how people are, right away they ship people together and stuff like that. I mean, I like I said, I've never had an issue with people shipping characters together. But in the sense when you kind of pervert it, in the sense like this, where you have a friendship becoming perverse and weird, it's odd to me. I don't know. But anyways, overall, very solid episode. I'm glad to see Tales of Zestiria back on track, not going so much with the prequel stuff. I'll be curious if they go back into that prequel stuff maybe the next season or maybe later on, because I know there's supposedly supposed to be a second part to this. I mean, if it's like Fate Zero, which I know Ufotable did too, they split it into 12 episode arcs. So we had the first season essentially, and then part two, which I know a lot of people say, oh, that's not a season, but in my opinion, that's a season. You have it split up. It's a break, but I'm curious what they're going to do with this. I want to see it. We have, I believe, like several more episodes left, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you all later. Have a great, great day. As always, hit that like button, share button, comment. You know the whole nine. Bye-bye, everyone.